Hi Angelica, Darkness here. Alright, I looked at your three videos, 3 points of view, and definitely looks better. There is improvement. I hope you agree with me, right? You did address notes, and definitely I can see that actually all that creature is moving better, and it's more convincing. Now, of course, there is a still thing. There are still things to be addressed and fixed, and but I guess that's just the nature of the job. So let's start. um, let's just first take a look at his side view, how he walks. I think definitely he walks better than he was before. Now there is a few things I will address from this side view. As I'm looking at him, I still have a problem of him actually he's walking on the surface is kind of strange, and then finally I think I figured out what is the problem. He looks like he is walking on his toes, but actually it's not, because the foot, what we think of as a human foot, is just this part. This thing, what is actually human heel, is, well, maybe that's his heel, but obviously that heel never really goes on the floor, right? So this is some kind of a joint that is always up. So basically we have to treat this part as a human foot. So if we think of that, so then we have to address it properly. So if we go from pose to pose, let's see what's going on. If this is a contact, then this is correct. Here is the contact with the ground. The ground is invisible, but it's still there, right? So this is just like a foot, human foot would be, right, with the heel hitting the ground and toes are up. Now, the back one might have to start maybe peeling off, or maybe it's okay. It's this kind of very unusual foot, so I'm also not completely 100% certain. But let's go for the next pose on down. Now on down, this has to be flat. You see, that's gonna make him look more stable, and he's gonna look more comfy. Otherwise it looks like he's walking over the thorns, or who knows what is on the ground. But we shouldn't think of it, right? Because this is just kind of a generic walk of this creature. So this part has to be down on the floor, on the down pose. Then he goes in passing one, and passing one, I guess it's fine, yeah, because it is flat. Is it possible that in passing pose we actually move those whatever, this front part of this foot towards down, to create a little bit of overlap? It's gonna look better, instead of going up with the foot with those nails pointing up. It would be better if he is pointing down like this. The upper part of this part, right? So down. That would look better. Alright, so that foot is, I would say, covered. Now, this step. Now after, again, now after contact here, right? He's supposed to go down flat. It would be nice if also when he starts to peel off back foot, that his foot points back, and then down. Now it can go from here, from down, right? It can go towards the up, as it is right now in this up pose, and then lands here and then over again. Now there is a problem here. That is up pose, and up pose, it's of course called up pose because it is the highest, but at the up pose, the toe, not the toe, sorry, the heel is not at the highest point. The heel is the highest point actually at the contact. So if this is heel, when he goes with this, so this is a heel at a contact, right? This is a contact pose, and heel is here. Now when he goes from passing pose to up pose, up pose shouldn't be higher than on contact. You know what I mean? Because what's happening right now is that he goes up, his heel goes kind of up, and then that heel goes down. I don't know. Strange feet. You just had to choose some strange creature for the walk. Up. Let's see actually how it walks. Might be okay. Because that's not his real heel, that's the thing. Yeah. Okay, so I think if you fix this, what we were talking from beginning, that is gonna improve his walking and turning toes down. Okay, what's the next thing? As we are watching this creature moving is that, yes, you made his head bobbing. There is an overlap, but it's a little bit too much. You'll have to tone it down. If he would not have these horns, it might be okay, but this way he is just moving too much. It is kind of taking our attention. So do the same thing, just less. I can go over a little bit just to try to explain. Like if this is a contact, and then he goes down to down pose, and then passing one, and then up one. From up he goes to contact, down, passing, up. How these heads should be rotated. On the contact, he should be slightly pointing up. As he's going down, he should be horizontal. Then as he goes up, he is pointing, his head is pointing down, and horns. Then he reaches the top, and on the top he is again horizontal. Then as he starts to move down, he's pointing up. As he reaches down, now this might be too much. I was just talking about how actually is moving too much. So yeah, more subtle, right? And then as he reaches down, it's flat again, and then the head moves up. He points those horns down, and then on the top he's flat again, right? So this is a contact, this is down, this is passing, this is up, and then again contact, down, passing, up. Okay, so let me erase this. It's gonna be flashing in front of our noses otherwise. The last thing to consider here is arms. Arms are moving quite well. But let's go and see it from close-up. So as his hand is moving back, it's fine, 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 fine. Okay, now when his arm starts to move this way, this thing has to rotate this way, overlap. As his body starts to go up, his arm actually starts to drop. but the hand goes up. So he's here. So this is good. That's good. That's good. And then you have to change it here. So this is going down and this is still going up. On this one we can be like that. And then again, like I did it over there. So a little bit of adjustment on the arms, all right? Because this is good. That's good. 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 And now starts to arm goes this way, the hand goes that way. You see, look once again. So there is the arm, right? Boom, 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 boom. Overlap, boom, 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 boom. Comes here, boom, 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 boom. All right. Okay. Another thing about arms, because I have feeling how when those arms get front, they come forward and they just move back. They pull back very fast. I think you should spend more time at this area and back, and the arm has to come faster through this area, right? So your spacing could be a little bit better. The arms that you have it here, there should be fewer of them, and those arms should be moved more over here and over here, right? So it's about spacing. It's pretty much like a pendulum, right? And on pendulum, you know, from one point A to point B, the pendulum would swing the fastest in this middle area, right? So you need just a few of the hands here, and then the most it's here and over here, because the hand has to move fast through this part, stop, change direction, and then goes back fast here, stops, change direction, and then moves back in opposite direction. And what else? I don't know, maybe tail is still a little bit stiff. At one point, I think the tail should have opposite, maybe opposite curve. So that's gonna give a flexibility to it, you know. Because as it's right now, through the whole scene, the tail is just in with this curve, and if you hold it all the time like that, it's kind of stiff. So try to where is now the, the oh, the heck, yeah, all right, that's you know, opposite S from what you can have you know, the other way what you have. So that's gonna give a flexibility. So lesser this movement on the head, and let's move to other view. As he is walking from front, definitely looks better. Of course, when you fix this, it's not gonna call so much of our attention. But if you look also the hands, you will see there is some jerkiness here. It looks like the hand is going forward, then kind of stops. I mean, slows down here, and then moves again towards this. You see, comes here and then does this. It doesn't feel like smooth movement. It feels more like a and then back, and then back. So try to smooth it out. And when he's doing this, right? Like I said, if you change spacing and you put more arms, right, towards the ends, and only few in between when it's swinging, it's gonna be slower. These parts will be slower, and it's gonna be nicer. This overlap when he's changing direction, you know. Oh. Yes, you can see that jerkiness on this arm too. So spend more time. Boom. You see, this arm should come here and move back slower. You know, there should be a little bit, you know, more frames here. I mean, it's much better already, because I can see that you did address the hips, so the hip movement is now better. So when you fix the other stuff that we were talking about from the side view, it's gonna of course reflect on this front view too. And then what else we got? Oh yes, the slashing. Wow, wow. Well, it looks better. I hope you agree with me, especially because you did apply this foot movement, and that looks nicer than when he was standing on some kind of glue. Now he's, you know, movable. Nice. Yep. Okay, so what we can still improve? I feel like this first zoom, this one has a better feeling than this one. I think what we can do with this one is, as he comes down, if this is his final, then he should come down deeper, I would say, so that from here he would go there. From here he would move in towards this. And then I wouldn't go out with arm. No. Keep that arm as the arm was going towards the body. Keep going with the body here. Alright, so from here, from this arm, go to this and then open it. From here you open the arm, and now you go in well, here. Well, once when you're finishing this part is clunky. Look at that. It looks like toy that moves upper part independently from the lower part. So that's kind of no. There is no movement in his hips. Hips have to move, rotate. And also, you shouldn't just stop here. What you can do, that would be kind of cool, is like maybe as he's looking at us, maybe he's breathing, right? So he can go a little bit up and down, up and down. That would give him, cool. Threatening look, and then he moves for this. Alright, so as he is going down for anticipation, as he's going then up, as he's going down for anticipation, the arms are stretching fine, but then as his body goes up, I think his arms should still be down. And then when he reaches this part, I guess, I think he should be still there. And then as he actually is going all the way down with the head, these arms are moving up. And also as he's going, if this is top, right, then he moves down, but he's kind of stiff in this area. Maybe you should move those hips a little bit forward and maybe rotate towards us or something, or back, do something, but yeah, maybe push the hips towards us, but then torso move even more back or something like that. And then as he's going forward, he should also, I think, go a little bit up first. Stretch him a bit. So a little bit higher and then going down. Otherwise he just rotates here. So push him a little bit up and then down. As his body is coming down, we can see that his arms are going at the same rate, because his body hits down on 128 and his arms are hitting at 128. So that's not good. So if his arms body hits on 128, maybe we can have arms still somewhere there. So here, as he's going forward with the body, his arms could be still up or something, and the pose that you have here, right, something like that could be applied, you know, here. So the hands from 126, the pose of the hands of 126 could be on actually 128. And now as the body will start moving up, hands will still go down to this pose, to down. So he will go up, hands will go down, opposite. Because right now, look at that, it's very stiff. He goes up, hands are going up. That's not good. And there is no movement in the head. There should be some overlap on the head. So he hits down with the body. The hands are still going down. The body starts moving up. Now the hands are down, and then he pulls those hands maybe even a little bit more in. Or something like that, in or out, whatever looks better. But basically that's it. As he starts, he goes down in anticipation, and when body starts moving, his arm is moving too at the same direction. You did fix a little bit, but not enough. So as he comes to somewhere here, let's have this arm more like that. And then the arm will catch up. Boom. That's good. Slash. First leg, that's good. Look at this line of action. That's good. You can you can give him a little bit more time here. You know, you don't have a time limit, so give him a few more frames, maybe 8 frames, 6-8 frames in this pose before moving out. And then here the same thing, just a little bit more frames. All right. Wow. Ciao. Well, overall, looks much better. And when you fix this problems that I just pointed out, I think it's gonna be really cool. All right. Oh yeah. Oh, I just remembered one thing here. What you can try is you can give him also a little bit more time when he goes down. Keep him a little bit down, a little bit longer. So on the top pose, he should be a little bit faster than when he goes down. So leave him at the timing that he has right now for the up pose as it is. I would just add a little bit more time on the down pose. So basically a little bit more frames from the point, from the contact towards down, and then from down towards the passing. So he's gonna be spending more time in down pose, and that's gonna give him feeling of the weight, like he's heavy guy, he's walking heavy. That's gonna be more threatening, you know. Boom. And if you want to experiment, you can also give him more frames on between all poses to slow him down. I think that's gonna be also looking better. All right, so that will be enough for tonight. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.